Warriors, welcome back to Gods of Alliance. If you're here, it means you want power, knowledge, and control over the battlefield. This is not luck. This is strategy. Let's break the game together. And before we begin, if these guides are helping you understand your heroes, improve your teams, and make smarter decisions with your resources, leave a like and subscribe to Gods of Alliance. Your support helps our team continue bringing you more guides, testing, strategies, and everything happening across Hero Wars Alliance. Now, today's guide brings some mixed feelings, because we're talking about one of the most unique heroes ever released into Dominion, but also one of the most complicated heroes to recommend. Not because she isn't powerful, far from it. The problem is availability. We never know when another Lara Croft event could arrive, or even if another event will ever bring her back to Dominion. And until that day comes, many Guardians simply don't have the opportunity to obtain her. But for those who already have her, or for anyone hoping that one day she returns, this is a hero worth understanding. Today, we're talking about Lara Croft, the Dominion's legendary adventurer. We'll break down her skills, skins, glyphs, artifacts, gift of the elements, talisman, her strongest synergies, and finally, how to counter her. Let's begin. Starting with her first skill, Power of the Tombs. Lara Croft activates an ancient relic, dealing heavy physical damage to all enemies, while restoring health to allies under the relic's effect. But there's also a very important passive effect. Lara's basic attacks fire 2 shots. And Warriors? That's where things immediately become interesting. 2 shots with every regular attack allow Lara to attack at tremendous speed and generate the momentum she needs to reach her ultimate quickly. Then Power of the Tombs arrives with heavy area damage while simultaneously helping her own team recover health. And because the skill scales with physical attack, heroes capable of pushing Lara's physical potential even further become extremely valuable. Sebastian, Tristan, Fafnir. These are powerful allies, capable of helping Lara become even more dangerous. Moving to her second skill, Critical Thinking. Lara focuses for 8 seconds, dramatically increasing her critical hit chance. But that's only half of the story. Her critical hit damage increases from the normal 200% to 300%. That's huge. We're no longer simply talking about increasing how often Lara performs critical hits. We're increasing how devastating those critical hits actually are. And once again, physical attack influences the power of the skill. This is why Sebastian can become such an important partner. Sebastian already thrives in compositions built around critical hits, and Lara can take enormous advantage of that support. Oya can also contribute significantly to this kind of aggressive physical composition. Once critical thinking is active, Lara isn't simply firing quickly, she's firing quickly with the potential to deliver absolutely brutal critical hits. Next comes her third skill, Steady Shot. Lara fires an explosive arrow toward the central enemy. Every opponent caught within the explosion receives heavy physical damage and is stunned for 3 seconds. Once again, the damage scales from her physical attack. And this is important because Lara isn't only bringing damage to the battlefield. She's bringing control. 3 seconds can be an eternity when your damage dealer is already firing at tremendous speed. Lara can disrupt the central area of the enemy formation while simultaneously continuing her offensive pressure. And if you want to push the control side even further, Polaris can add even more stuns to the composition. Damage, critical hits, and now control. But then, we reach Lara's most unusual mechanic, her fourth skill, Lost Knowledge. Lara increases her physical attack for the duration of the battle, discovers a random artifact shard, and embeds it into her artifact weapon. After that, future uses of her ultimate can additionally activate the effect of the discovered artifact. And there are several possible bonuses: Magic Attack, Armor, Magic Defense, Armor Penetration, Magic Penetration, Critical Hit Chance, or Dodge. These bonuses cannot repeat, and their strength depends on the current level of Lara's artifact. This is what makes Lara particularly interesting in longer battles. The fight continues. Lara keeps developing. more bonuses become available. Her physical attack increases, and her offensive potential continues growing. Against compositions that expect to win simply by surviving long enough, that can become a serious problem, because they're not waiting for Lara to become weaker. They're potentially giving her time to become stronger. Oya can work extremely well around this aggressive style, and Tristan is another powerful partner, capable of helping Lara maintain tremendous offensive pressure. Now, let's talk about how to build her correctly. Lara Croft is a marksman from the Way of Progress, positioned on the back line, starting with her skins. Today, Lara has 6. Her default skin: critical hit chance, health, physical attack, crushing, and armor penetration. Your first priority should be physical attack. This stat influences her basic attacks and every part of her offensive kit. Lara attacks quickly, so maximizing the power behind those attacks is fundamental. Second comes critical hit chance. Critical thinking already makes Lara's critical hits terrifying. Increasing the consistency of those crits pushes her role as a damage dealer even further. Third, the default skin. Additional agility means additional physical attack, while also giving her some armor. Then comes armor penetration. Raw physical attack means very little if too much of that damage is being stopped by enemy armor. Armor penetration helps Lara break through those defenses and maintain her pressure. After that, crushing. Once an opponent falls below 50% health, crushing can increase Lara's damage even further. That's particularly dangerous for a hero already attacking this quickly. And finally, health. Survivability still matters, but Lara's backline positioning naturally protects her from much of the direct pressure compared with heroes positioned further forward. Looking toward the future, another physical attack skin would immediately become a major priority. Now let's move into glyphs. Start with physical attack. Again, this is the foundation of Lara's damage and skills. Next comes agility. More agility means more physical attack and some additional armor, giving Lara both offensive and defensive value during mid-game development. Third, health. And this one becomes important, because Lara's natural health pool isn't particularly high. Even from the backline, she still needs enough survivability to withstand enemies capable of reaching her. Then comes armor penetration, helping her bypass enemy armor earlier in your progression. And finally, critical hit chance. Critical hits remain fundamental to Lara, but during mid-game development, establishing her raw offensive stats and survivability first provides more consistent value. Bring all 5 glyphs to level 40 before investing beyond that, unless you're specifically chasing skill class progression. Now, artifacts. Lara's weapon artifact grants a physical attack bonus to the entire team whenever she activates Power of the Tombs. Her book provides critical hit chance and physical attack, and her ring increases her main stat, agility. Your first priority should be the book. This gives Lara exactly what she wants. More physical attack, more critical hit chance, more damage. Second comes the ring. Agility continues, increasing her physical attack while also contributing to her armor. And finally, the weapon artifact. The team-wide physical attack bonus remains valuable and also benefits Lara herself, but establishing her individual offensive stats comes first. And don't forget that lost knowledge also interacts with the power of Lara's artifact. So artifact development remains a very important part of maximizing what she can do. Moving to the gift of the elements. Max it out. Lara is agility-based, and even though she fights from the back line, you still want strong base stats behind her. Give her the agility, give her the physical attack, and make sure she survives long enough to take advantage of everything lost knowledge can provide as the battle continues. Now, her talisman. At the moment, Lara Croft has only one. It provides agility and armor penetration, and it's an excellent talisman for her. More agility reinforces her physical attack, while armor penetration helps her break through physical defenses. However, it's not easy to obtain, and that's important to say. A Lara Croft without this talisman can still perform extremely well if she's properly developed. Don't assume the hero becomes useless simply because you're missing one piece of her maximum build. And finally, let's talk about how to counter Lara Croft. First, Iris. Lara's buff mechanics can make her vulnerable to Iris and give Iris an opportunity to punish her. Then, Polaris. Repeated stuns combined with powerful magic damage can put Lara under enormous pressure before she gets enough time to establish her offense. Next comes one of the most obvious threats to a hero built around critical hits, Helios. Flaming Retribution can punish Lara heavily because of how frequently she wants to crit, provided Solar Wind is active and Helios is properly prepared to deal meaningful damage. Then we have Corvus. His Altar can punish Lara whenever her area damage repeatedly strikes the enemy team, returning heavy pure damage pressure against her. Xisha can also become dangerous. Deadly Ray searches for the opponent with the lowest magic defense, so if that's Lara, she can become the target of an extremely dangerous hit. And finally, Yasmin, Dance of Death, can target Lara if she's the opponent with the lowest armor. And for a backline damage dealer that needs time to establish her momentum, having Yasmin suddenly appear on top of her is definitely not what Lara wants. So, Warriors, where does that leave Lara Croft today? That's the difficult part. From a gameplay perspective, she's still an incredibly interesting marksman. Fast attacks, massive critical hits, area damage, healing, control, and a mechanic that allows her to become increasingly dangerous as the battle continues. But there's one question we simply cannot answer right now. Will Guardians ever get another opportunity to obtain her? Maybe another event will come. Maybe Lara will return to Dominion, or maybe her exclusivity will remain exactly that, exclusive. Until we know, all we can do is understand the hero we already have in front of us. And for those Guardians lucky enough to have Lara Croft on their accounts, she's absolutely a hero worth knowing how to build correctly. If this guide helped you, leave a like, subscribe to Gods of Alliance, and tell us in the comments, do you think Lara Croft should return? Should every Guardian get another opportunity to unlock her? Or should exclusive heroes remain exclusive? I'm genuinely curious to see where the community stands on this one. And as always, thank you for watching and supporting Gods of Alliance. Warriors, this is how we play the game. Not randomly, not blindly, with knowledge, with precision, with control. We don't build randomly. We build with intention. Master the mechanics. Control the fight. Let's break the game together.